Welcome to Council Connection. I'm Dick White, Mayor and Durango City Councilor. This program is designed to give you a snapshot of happenings at the most recent Durango City Council meeting. This time we'll look at the April 17th meeting. This meeting began with a proclamation declaring the week of April 16th as Arbor Week in Durango. This recognizes the work of the Durango Parks and Recreation Forestry Division in maintaining and expanding our urban forest. These efforts have brought the community a Tree City USA designation for several dozen years. A special recognition of Arbor Week will also be held at the Community Recreation Center Friday, April 20th at 10 a.m. Our consent agenda consisted of 5 items, including final approval of an ordinance designed to mitigate wildlife trash conflicts in our community. One item removed for further discussion concerned an additional appropriation for the Moore Parks Shop at the Greenmount Cemetery. The existing buildings are inadequate, and the new facility would include office, shop, and storage space. The additional funds will cover costs of expansion of the project to house more park staff. Councilor Sweetie Marbury expressed concern over the $2.5 million cost of the project.
We are aware that this project is vitally important for our operations, and what we want to do is make sure that we build a building that will last for the next 50 years, as the current shop has. And so we know it's really important to do it right, because we'll get one shop to do this correctly for our staff.
This and all other consent agenda items were approved. Doug Snyder with the Volunteers of America made a presentation during public participation regarding 100 senior housing units the VOA proposes to construct in 2 phases in 3 Springs.
The income range across 30 to 60% AMI, from including 1 and 2 bedrooms, is roughly $15,000 to $35,000. The affordable rents come in at $370 to $930. Those are indexed annually by HUD. The data just came out, so those are the current figures. We'll provide service-enriched housing as we do in all our projects. We'll have a dedicated service coordinator office and a half-time service coordinator in phase 1, and then we do phase 2. We'll staff a second half-time position, creating 1 full-time position, but that person will coordinate services for the residences.
It's hoped that groundbreaking for the project could occur in the summer of 2019. Travis Priest, CEO of Obsidian, a new financial startup company, was also present to discuss his firm, which supports local businesses and nonprofits. Through the use of a replacement for debit cards that link to your bank account, you'll learn how your purchases impact the local economy while helping more than a dozen local nonprofits.
The card also, we partner with local nonprofits like San Juan Citizens Life Alliance, Habitat Humanity, or whatever within the community. And residents who use the card can choose to round up their pennies on each transaction that go donated to these nonprofits. So it's a hand-in-hand relationship. They help us promote the card and announce to the community that it's here, and in return we round up to those nonprofits, and we help educate the consumers in the area why it's good to shop local.
To learn more or to sign up, you can go online to thinklocalcard.com. We then turned our attention to the annual tradition of selecting a mayor and mayor pro tem for the upcoming year. Mayor Pro Tem Sweetie Marbury was unanimously selected by the council to serve as mayor.
For the little girls at Needham, when I taught municipal government, who told me they wanted to be the next mayor of Durango, I said, go for it. And it's so important for girls to have role models. When we were growing up, that was not always the case. But when I came to Durango, I saw that there were women in the city council, women participating, and I'm so proud to be a part of this generation as a role model for the next generation, for the grandchildren, for the little girls at Needham, and for anyone watching out there that would like to participate in municipal government. It's an opportunity you will never regret.
Councilor Melissa Youssef was unanimously chosen as Mayor Pro Tem for the next year. The only other item on our agenda, a public hearing to consider an ordinance granting an easement to La Plata Electric Association for new service to the Rivergate development, was continued to the May 1st meeting. An ordinance approving another LPEA easement for electrical service to Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory was formally introduced and will be subject to final approval at our first meeting in May. There are also several upcoming events you might find interesting. Among these, the Durango Library Literary Festival, entitled The Changing Face of Journalism, features Carl Bernstein of Watergate fame. Events begin Wednesday, May 2nd, with a panel discussion on digital disruption and how it has affected the news industry and journalism education. Then on Thursday at 5:30 p.m., a reception followed by Mr. Bernstein's presentation at 7 p.m., which is open to ticket holders only. Tickets for the event, which were free, were gone in 3 minutes when they were made available on April 10th. Spring cleanup continues through the first week in May. For information and what can and cannot be picked up, please visit durangogov.org/cleanup. And we can expect a lot of guests in our community April 28th as Fort Lewis College holds graduation ceremonies at 8:30 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. at Wayland Gymnasium. Also April 28th, the former mayor's ball will be held at the Powerhouse with music, food, and drink benefiting the KSUT Radio Capital campaign. Go to ksut.org for more information and tickets. Our next study session will be Tuesday, April 24th at 4 p.m. We will get updates on happenings in community development and concerning drafting of a possible ordinance to restrict sitting and lying on sidewalks downtown and elsewhere in the community. Our next regular City Council meeting is Tuesday, May 1st at 6:30 p.m. And lastly, I've been honored to serve as Mayor of Durango for the last 12 months and to work with our Public Information Office on Council Connection. It's been an exceptionally busy and sometimes very difficult time. I thank my council colleagues for their dedication to the city and to civil discussion, even when we disagree. I thank the staff for their hard work and commitment to making Durango the very best community it can be. And I thank you, the community, for your engagement and deliberations about our common future. I have another year remaining on my term, and I look forward to your continued participation. Thank you.